Come in. Oh, it's you four. Is there something you need?
We're here to invite you to the people of the Springs for a feast.
Ah, I see. This is a special kind of feast, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a tradition to hold a feast before battle. We couldn't miss out on this opportunity. It's our way of cheering you on.
Plus, I always wanted to do something to thank you for saving me from the Night Kingdom.
That was my duty. Besides, it's all in the past now. You don't owe me anything. Although, this feast does sound rather interesting.
So you'll come?
Of course. No need to notify Amina in advance. I'll just surprise her. You don't need to turn this into some kind of grand banquet on my account. I'll try my best to attend as an ordinary person, not an Archon.
It's not like you're the type to pull rank or something.
True, but my presence changes the way people act. I just don't want to spoil the fun. A lot of things can change once an Archon is involved. A barbecue is best fresh off the grill. And still, people will insist on waiting for me to eat first.
Oh yeah, Paimon can see that.
Don't worry, I'll jump in if that happens. I can throw manners to the wind, no problem.
No need, I can take care. I don't need to finish it. I enjoy—
Then let's go together. The main—
Amina, there's been another delivery.
Ugh, you're kidding. Another one?
Just like the others. They heard about the feast and wanted to send something to contribute.
But this is just a small send-off. What are we going to do with all this stuff? And again, I understand where they're coming from. I'll deal with it. What a headache. If this continues, half of this stuff's gonna go bad before we get to it. Huh? You're here already? And you even brought the Archon?
We invited her. She agreed to come as a surprise guest.
Surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here.
No apology necessary.
Well, I started spreading the word about the send-off, just around the area like usual. A lot of people are still busy repairing their homes, so I didn't think many people would come. But the turnout has been overwhelming.
That's our Star Outlander's popularity for ya.
You're saying everyone's here because of us? Yep. The news about your impending mission with the Pyro Archon has spread all over. Plus, you were amazing in the recent battle. A lot of people are here just to thank you, or wish you good luck. Basically, this whole thing is happening because so many people wanted to see you.
Still, we definitely weren't expecting you to show up with the Pyro Archon.
Yeah, Mika and the Traveler are in this together. They both deserve a celebration. Well, this is the perfect excuse to throw an even bigger party. All this extra stuff was gonna go to waste anyway.
No need to go to all that trouble on my account. That's not why I'm here. Besides, with so much of our nation in ruins, resources are still scarce. This extra spending for my sake is the last thing we need.
That's true. Party planning isn't easy. I can handle the big picture, but I'm not used to dealing with the finer details. That was always Auntie Atea's job. Sorry. I'm just feeling a bit in over my head.
Oh, speaking of Atea, how is she? Is she feeling any better? Oh.
Actually, there's something we haven't told you. Auntie Atea passed away not long after the attack on our tribe.
What?
When you brought me her talisman, I knew her end was near. Luckily, I got the chance to see her one last time. She was a hero to the very end. Even though her body was at its breaking point, she showed no pain or sorrow in her final moments. Her thoughts were entirely with her tribe and her people. Gatherings like this remind me of her and the parties she loved to organize. So I decided to attend in her memory.
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's just, there was never a good time to bring it up.
Cheer up, everyone. Auntie Atea wouldn't want us to remember her with tears. Parties like this were her specialty. But now, it's up to us to carry on her legacy. So we can't let her down. Believe me, she has high standards.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, come on, let's get to work, everyone. Oh, Chief Amina and our guests of honor excluded. Kachina can...
Wait, you don't have to drag me.
Amina, you mentioned something about a First, invite anyone who comes to deliver supplies to stay for the gathering. If it's a caravan, ask them to extend an invitation to the sender as well. Make it clear in the invitation that anyone is welcome to attend, but In addition, all leftover supplies will be purchased by the speaker's chamber, sorted, and donated to the appropriate...
That would be such a big help, Archon! Thank you! I'll get on it, right away!
Amazing plan, Malika. It was clear, concise, and organized. But, weren't you trying to keep this small?
I don't mind increasing the size of the gathering, I just didn't want it to be because of me. My approach to problem solving is always the same. Different solutions lead to different outcomes.
Whoa. Hana feels like she just learned a thing or two. Well, should we take a walk while everyone finishes the preparations?
Sounds good. A casual stroll can be hard to come by. Let's go.
Hello, you guys. Sorry for the wait. We're still setting up the venue. Hey, did I say you could take a break? Keep pushing. This is the home stretch, and then we get to feast.
Yes, Coach.
Are you still helping rebuild the tribes?
That work is pretty much done, but I've discovered a lot more people with abyssal corrosion syndrome in the process. So I've been compiling patient records while helping them overcome the hallucinations. Thanks to the captain, we have the draft of lucidity for the worst cases.
I heard about your efforts. The speaker's chamber can take it from here. It's more effective to have a focused task force, and the speaker's chamber can contact the Fatui directly for more doses.
The doctors at the stadium aren't too busy?
The worst is over, so it should be fine. I'll confirm it myself later. I'll be in touch with next steps. I just need you to compile all existing patient records to ease the transition.
Understood, Archon. Although I'd like to continue helping out with the treatment, I can't let everything I've learned go to waste.
Wow, that's so responsible of you.
Well, knowledge is power after all.
If we don't solve, we've achieved like fortifying and coming together.
Archon, what is it like in the depths of the Night Kingdom? We really can't go with you?
No. That region has been completely corroded by the abyss. Without protection,
Oh, I guess we don't.
fear not. This duty is mine.
I've got it! I've got a new idea!
Chaska?
Hello, Archon. I'm,
Oh! Doesn't look like the fish are biting today.
yeah,
Um,
it's okay. You don't have to walk on eggshells around me. I know you can tell I'm not really trying to fish, but gazing at the water puts me...
I went to visit your parents, Chaska. Of course, I could only offer.
You helped a lot, actually. My mom has been doing better since your visit. I've always been grateful to my parents for taking me in, but now I have an even deeper sense of responsibility. I'll never be able to replace Koichi, but I will do everything in my power to pull them out of their
That's exactly what your mother is worried about. She doesn't want you to push yourself to make up for their loss. After all, it's your loss too. Grief is not something that can be measured against others. You don't need to make amends, Chaska. Your loss is a tragedy, not a debt. In any case, they've always loved both of you. There's no need for you to become Koichi when they love you just for yourself.
yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Sounds like I owe my parents a conversation.
This box is missing a label.
நான் வந்து ஒரிஜினல் வச்சிருக்கேன் bro ஒரு E.P.O
it's you.
ஸ்டீம்ல.
What's up?
Nothing. We're just taking a look around.
Well, everyone's busy rebuilding the tribes, so there's not a lot of saurian hunting work out there. But the Pyro Archon assigned me a special mission.
Oh, really?
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I just asked Kanich to help identify some of the unknown casualties from the battle.
அத பத்தி பேசணும்னா டிஸ்கார்ட் வந்துரு bro. சாட்ல போடாதீங்க. கிராக் அந்த மாதிரி எதுமே போடாதீங்க சார். என்ன?
The fighting consumed all of Natlan. Countless humans and saurians were dragged into the conflict. So a lot of investigative work is required to confirm their identities.
டிஸ்கார்ட்ல டைரக்ட் மெசேஜ் பண்ணுங்க.
Just like a detective,
என்ன டவுட்
I only
ஆனாலும்
have
பேசலாம்.
tiny details to work with. It's tricky work, but we have every reason to keep going.
Because Natlan's heroes deserve to be remembered, right?
பேய்.
Exactly. That is how we, as the living, respect our heroes and the values of their lives. So let me know if you need extra help, Kanich.
I'm doing fine for now. The teams searching for the fallen need the help more than me. The longer we take to find the dead, the harder it will be to piece things together.
Understood. Thank you for your hard work.
Just doing my part.
Hey, looks like the food is almost ready. Let's head over. Paimon can't wait to feast. Oh, but if there are still people...
Oh, Gramps, Archon. I swear I've been on my best behavior recently.
Paimon knows it's just how you talk, but you've gotta realize how suspicious that sounds, right?
I am curious, though. Are you still working with the captain?
No, I don't have a reason to follow him anymore, so my life is back to normal. Growing vegetables, raising aphids, well, maybe not completely normal. I'm still keeping tabs on the situation in the Night Kingdom. The ley lines are in a bad state.
We plan on bringing that to an end.
I know. You and Gramps, right? You're going to become great heroes, and the most I can do is...
Oh, you know how to do that?
Most people from my tribe know the art, but I'm not very good. We commemorate the deeds of others as a form of inspiration. But rather than waiting for someone else to be inspired, isn't it faster to just take...
Well, there are always things we can't do on our own.
I wouldn't phrase it quite like that, but Paimon's not wrong. Time will give you an answer. I know how you feel, Auroron. It took me a long time to find my place in the world. I'm more mature now, but that passion, that drive to prove myself...
You're saying I need to live in the present? Thank you, Archon. That's what I've always tried to do.
Huh.
So full. I'm practically a blubber beast.
Well, what's that?
A creature from Fontaine with a super round belly. You've never seen a picture of one?
Oh, it sounds so cute. Paimon can vouch for their cuteness. You can pat their belly and...
That reminds me of my Saurian companion. Her name was Emila. She wasn't the sharpest to Tonkasaur, but she was incredibly brave. When there was nothing to do, she would lounge around the tribe without making a sound, even if you bumped into her. Sometimes visitors would think she was all passed out. But she was completely different once we were on the move. When she was little, I took her on all sorts of adventures. But Saurians grow a lot faster than humans. Before long, she was the one dragging me all over the place.
Wow, she must have been a great fighter to keep up with you.
Yeah, she was tough. Veressa told me she was amazing in the final battle. I had to defend the stadium, so I never got the chance to see her one last time. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring down the mood. I'll just get to the important part. I actually saw her in my dreams the past few nights. It felt so real, like it was really her. She gave me a ride, and we traveled all around Natland together. We were both so happy. Wait, now that you mention it, I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self, brave, and I've never had a dream that felt so real. Just like you.
So it wasn't just me.
Wait, you've had dreams too? Oh, don't tell Paimon you dreamt of your aphids or something.
It wasn't just them. Some of the gramps and grannies who looked after me were there too. Growing up, I could always hear a degree of guilt in the way they spoke to me. I never wanted things to be that way. But even in my own dreams, nothing changed. They sound...
The same thing happened to me. I dreamt of Io's grandparents. Io? Oh, right, your Saurian companion. Io's grandparents fell to the abyss during the battle, so it's been really hard for him. I set up a tent near his home so I could be there for him. And I had a dream that his grandparents came back. I was so happy. In the dream, Io seemed like his normal self again. But it was only in real life, Io is still struggling. He barely sleeps or eats. Traveler? Chaska? Did you two... Oh, sorry, never mind.
When did this become story hour? Still, I have nothing to hide. She told me I felt like a completely different person. She said I'm going down the right path, so she doesn't need to pick fights with me anymore.
லஞ்சா ப்ரோ நான் இன்னும் எதுவுமே சாப்பிடல ப்ரோ இனிமே தான் சாப்பிடணும் லைவ் முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் தான்.
Maybe your dreams felt real, but the Koichi I saw was nothing like her real self. She would never say anything like that to me.
ப்ரோ அந்த இது போட்டிருந்தீங்களா டாக்ஸி கேஸ் மாதிரி வேற ஏதாச்சும் கேம் இருந்தால் சொல்லுங்கள். எனக்கு டாக்ஸி கேஸ் வந்து எடுக்குது, பட் ஆனால் என்னன்னா உள்ளே போயிட்டு ஏதாச்சும் பர்சனை வந்து எப்படி சொல்கிறது ட்ராப் பண்ணுறதுக்கு எடுப்போம்ல, அப்போ எடுத்த செகண்ட்லேருந்து லேக் அடிக்க ஆரம்பிக்குது. ஒரு மாதிரி மூவ் ஆகும்போது அப்படியே நின்று லேக் அடிக்குது.
It was a dream. Nothing more.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought this up in the first place.
அதையும் ட்ரை பண்ணி பார்க்குறேன். என் லேப்பில் தாங்க மாட்டேங்குதான் பெரிய பிரச்சனை. ஆனால் அது ஒரு ஜிபி கேம் தான், அதுவே தாங்கலை. எனக்கும் அதான் மான் சங்கடமாக போச்சு.
Well, what about you, Traveler? Did you have a special dream?
பார்த்து டிஸ்கால் மட்டும் போட்டுருந்தா பார்த்து ஏற்றி பார்க்குறேன். ஏற்றி ட்ரை பண்ணி பார்க்குறேன். எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு ஒழுங்காக ஆப்டிமைஸ் பண்ணலாம் நினைக்கிறேன் அந்த கேம்.
You're
சின்ன
kidding.
சொல்கிறது லேப்டாப்லாம்
The captain?
சின்ன ஸ்பெசிஃபிகேஷன். அதில் நான் சரி லோ செட்டிங்ஸ் வச்சு ஆடலாம் பார்த்தா செட்டிங்ஸில் பார்த்தா கிராஃபிக்ஸ் செட்டிங்ஸே இல்லை, அவனுக்கு கொடுத்தது தான் போல். லோ செட்டிங்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா கூட ஒரே ஓகேவாக மேனேஜ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். எதுவுமே இல்லை, அவங்க கொடுக்குற கிராஃபிக்ஸ் தான் போல்.
Does that mean you have some kind of secret connection to him?
No, of course not.
Maybe the traveler's dream is a different kind of phenomenon.
போறேன் வளைக்கிறேன், எங்கிட்ட போய் நிற்கிது, அப்படியே இவன் மேலே அடிக்கிறேன், போலீஸ் எல்லாம் எடுத்துக்கிறது. ஓகே.
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of night war by using the power of the divine throne. Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time of victory or the possession of an ancient name. In addition, the power of the divine throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing even after the battle that effect still lingers. That's why those you lost were able to reappear in your dreams. But I agree with Auroron. The traveler's dream is likely a different matter.
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future through dreams. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes, exactly.
So, the Traveler saw the captain's future?
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. If I can observe your soul, I can find out the key elements of the dream. You're thinking of the Dendro Archon, right? My tribe's power over dreams is nothing compared to that of an Archon. Observing the dreamscape requires a ritual and can only reveal static images. We also need the full cooperation of the dreamer. Otherwise, the process could be used to violate the privacy of others.
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What do you say, Traveler? Should we start?
Then I'll start getting ready. We'll carry out the ceremony somewhere else.
வாங்கடா டக்குனு முடிச்சு விடுறா. எண்டிங்கில் இருக்கேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
I never knew you could make it this way. This formula is new to me.
Your granny never taught you about incense making?
No. She usually just lists off the ingredients and tells me to follow the formula.
Then you still have a lot to learn from her. All right, we're ready, traveler. Once you head inside, you'll fall into a brief sleep. Auroron will interpret the dreamscape, but you won't feel a thing.
That's right. Everything's all set.
So, you just need to take a nap? Sounds easy enough.
Here,
அப்படியும் வயசோ
have
ப்ரோ
some water.
என் லேப்டாப்
It'll help to
தெரியல
clear your head.
அதில் இருக்க
You're awake already,
ஸ்பெசிஃபிகேஷன்
traveler?
ஏற்ற மாதிரி பாருங்க.
That was fast.
It was enough. What did you learn, Auroron?
The person next to the captain. I've seen him before. He was the one who tried to possess me back at the ruin.
Huh? It was him? Guthrie.
So you know that name too?
Yeah, the captain told us about him when we were. He was the one who developed the draft of lucidity, a drug that could help people with hallucinations.
I see. After the battle, I returned to my tribe and began searching through our records of the catastrophe 500 years ago. Even though my encounter with him was brief, the record said he was cold and decisive. Like the captain, he was formidable in battle, but the two upheld very different ideas of justice.
So, he didn't have the captain's sense of honor?
That makes sense. The best partners are those who complement each other.
Wait, if there are records of all this, that must mean the captain was famous in Natland.
Yes, but unless he brings up his past, few are likely to make the connection between a Fatui harbinger and Thrain, one of Natland's legendary heroes.
Guthrid is also a respected figure in our nation. The story of how he sacrificed himself for Natland is a pretty famous tribal legend. But there's still something I don't understand. I'm the only one who saw him. You shouldn't be able to dream of someone you've never met. And yet, the figure in your dream looked exactly like him.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe what the traveler saw was Guthred's soul.
But didn't he die hundreds of years ago? There's no way his soul could have survived that long.
Maybe he found his way to the Night Kingdom for a little bit.
No. The Night Kingdom only accepts the souls of Natlan. It's always been that way. The ruler of death likely wanted to prevent the Ode of Resurrection from being abused.
When I was with the captain, I could hear something coming from him. Souls that were not his own. I heard voices of sorrow and pain, sometimes faint, sometimes strong.
Wait, are you saying the captain has had Guthred's soul inside of him all along?
That's the part I don't understand. Ordinary people shouldn't be able to carry the souls of others. It's only possible for me because my situation is unique. And even then, you saw what happened. I even checked his soul myself. It's resilient, radiant, and entirely in one piece.
Maybe it has something to do with Guthred then.
It's very possible. It's still too early to tell, but the continued existence of Guthred's soul is likely the key to figuring out the captain's true intentions.
I agree.
The captain never revealed anything to you? The two of you worked together for quite some time.
No, he rarely talked about himself. We were united in our efforts to...
Let's come back to this later. I'll tell the officials at the speaker's chamber to monitor the captain. Nevertheless...
Yeah, he's definitely up to something. But there are far more important things for... Like if Paimon had to rate her level of worry, the captain gets maybe 50 points. But considering the final battle...
In any case, Conjecture will only get us so far. It might be more useful for you to ask the captain directly, Auroron. With any luck, he might just tell you the truth.
Huh? Me?
Don't tell me you haven't noticed his respect for you. The first of the Fatui Harbingers doesn't work with just anyone. Fortune favors the bold. So if you ask me, posing the question directly is the wiser choice.
I'm not so sure, but I'll give it a try.
All right, let's head.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone! As this gathering comes to a close, let's hear it for the Pyro
Got it.
Archon and the Traveler one last time!
Good luck.
You've
For Netlan!
Thank you, everyone. Today has meant so much to me. It's been a long time since I had the chance to truly relax.
Yeah, today was great! Well, that concludes the send-off. Everyone is free to go. Any volunteers willing to stick around for cleanup, follow me!
Oh, I'm in.
All right, I'm gonna head back to the stadium. I'm sure there's a lot of work to make up at the speaker's chamber.
Wait, what happened to taking a break?
There is no break from the responsibilities of an Archon. Anyone else heading to the stadium? We can go together.
Yeah, I'll come. There's a few things I want to pick up before. No one really needs a peacemaker right now, so I think I'll spend some time with my parents.
ட்ரை பண்ணி பார்க்குறேன் ப்ரோ.
Okay, see you soon!
Crisis 2
Time for me to head
remaster.
back too. Oh, wait. I should stop by Aoife's place first. I need to make sure he's taking care of my radishes.
Of course you do. Well, safe travels.
I should also get going. Bye for now, everyone.
அப்புறம் செக் பண்ணி பார்க்குறேன் ப்ரோ.
I wanted to ask something. Where was the How this whole time?
How's not exactly a good party guest.
What goes around comes around.
I'm gonna go too. Good luck with your ancient name. Not sure if you already know this, but being the first bearer of your name is a huge honor in Natlan. It comes with a lot of responsibility. But I'm sure your deeds will be remembered for generations to—
Well, I guess I should head out too. It's gonna be super late by the time I get back. I think I'll go see Shilonin. Yeah, Shilonin is an amazing engraver. She usually works really fast. But your ancient name is a special case, so I can't say for—
Well, we also don't have anything to do, so...
Oh, it's okay. I'm not alone. Turbo Twirly's with me. Still, if you want to check on the progress, we should definitely go together. Getting an ancient name is—
Woo! Let's...
Hey, remember when you first arrived in Natland? It was still light out, and we traveled on this road together. It was the day before the pilgrimage, and we met up with Kanich and Mualani.
Wow, feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, you saved me from the Night Kingdom, you helped us win that battle against the Abyss, and the final battle is just around the corner. Huh? Oh yeah, you're right. I was so nervous the night before the pilgrimage, but I slept so well that night and earned the best score I've ever had. So, if you're nervous, traveler, I've learned so much from you, but I doubt I can return the favor. I knew it! I really look up to your bravery, traveler. Alright, let's keep going.
Hey, this is where we met Toto, isn't it?
Yeah, but Toto probably won't be able to come back here for a while. During the battle, Toto refused to leave this place. The doctor said he refused to leave because of his territorial instincts. Toto is a gentle creature. He's not aggressive or territorial. He loves his home and wants to share that with everyone. I don't like conflict or violence either. Toto and I are similar in that way. But we want to protect the things we love from being destroyed. Love is an extremely positive and powerful emotion. Now I finally understand what he meant. It's alright. This will all be over soon. The fact that I was born in this era, that I got to meet legendary heroes like you and our Archon, I've always wanted to see what Natland would be like without the Abyss. And now, that day is just around the corner.
Yeah, it's time to get this over with. We've still got a long journey ahead of us.
Come on, we're almost there. Wait, that's Hanwi. Hey, Hanwi, what are you doing here? Oh, let me introduce you. This is Aya's mom.
Hello!
Oh no, you seem worried. Is something wrong? She left. Come on, let's follow her. She's really freaking out. What's going on? Oh, it's because of Io.
Oh, right. You said...
Yeah. When the Abyss, Io's parents made it through, the whole family was really close, and now maybe he thinks his grandparents are... Hey, Io. It's me. I brought some steak for you. I know... Nope. It's like he does...
Traveler, doesn't this situation remind you of abyssal corrosion?
Huh? What's up?
According to the captain, it's a kind of mental disorder that results from abyssal contamination. It can cause hallucinations, mental breakdowns.
That does kind of sound like what's happening to Io, but...
It's hard to say for sure.
Still, abyssal power was everywhere during the... It's possible. Yeah, that medicine was really effective against the worst cases. Since we don't have any other Okay. But just a small amount. Since it was developed for humans, it might... Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Huh? தூக்கிட்டு வா. Huh?
You're okay? I'm so relieved! Thank you so much! That medicine is amazing! Done eating, Ayo? Then you should get some rest. You've barely slept these past few days. Okay. You're full of energy, aren't you? Fine, I won't nag you. Just don't overdo it. Thank you so much, you two. You helped save Ayo. Could you share some of that medicine with me? I want to be able to help someone else if I were to run into a similar situation. Of course. You know, I used to take a lot of things for granted. Growing up, it's easy to think that everything around you will just exist forever. But the battle taught me that very few things in life are permanent. Like this path, for example. It's the same one we walked before, but now the view is completely different. It makes the things we love even more precious. So, I want to do as much as I can to defend my family and friends, so I can move forward without regrets. Actually, that's something I learned from you. You really taught me a lot. Yeah, you're so talented and strong. Practically a star pupil. Really? So you think I'm doing a good job? Thank you. I won't let you down. I'll train even harder tomorrow. All right. We're not far from the tribe. Let's go. Bye, Ayo. Bye, Hanwi. Bye, Anpeo. We're here. That was quite the trek. After you visit Shilonin, you should come over for dinner. You can stay the night, too. I'll help my parents get everything ready.
We wouldn't want to impose. Let's see how things go with Shilonin first.
Totally up to you. You're always bye.
When you think about it, we actually haven't known Kachina that long. Our journey in Natland feels like it just started, and now that's true. We'll just have to add them to the itinerary. All right, time to go check on your ancient name. It's been several days now. Wonder if Plasoli has finished making the Blaze Gem inscription. Since Nechka's birthday is around the corner, let's go to the tribe and buy some things, and then pay the family a visit.
Shilonin, good thing you're here.
The shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it.
Really?
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customer.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just...
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Shilonin!
Oh, Traveler, Paimon! We meet again. You two seem to be in good spirits. How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues? Oh, good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle, even though I've already turned it over to you. There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
Huh? So, what are the chances that something like the...
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spiritway, I'd say.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
I found the Shilonin. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nichka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
I've prepared a gift, and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither, and toys will break, and snacks are quickly forgotten once they're eaten. But a set of durable work tools will always stay with you and get you through many sticky situations. Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of To Kill the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a lot.
Children her age love... Huh. Wait. What did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite.
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Tasoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Don't worry. We usually ask Tasoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely... and I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever... Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one?
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tasoli. At least she and little Nachka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some... Huh? What was I planning to send?
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah.
Right. Right. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernly to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nachka's birthday party too, Shilonen?
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tasoli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so... Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second, our birthday gift's supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nachka, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting her. And that would ruin the surprise.
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. Shilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
Unfortunately, no. Nachka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
look like we didn't try. Let's just go ask Nechka. Even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of To Kill the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the demon lord, the older brother, To Kill, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Remok. In the ending of the original story, I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised. In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves. The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it. Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find. Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nechka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nechka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old, though, so... here's a...
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon...
Let's get going. Celesoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
Go on now, Yengu.
Hey, Tlasoli!
Oh, what a surprise. And even Shilonin is here too.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nechka's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, I've brought the book for her. There are several editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure which version she'd prefer. I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options.
You haven't changed a bit, Shilo. Let's go inside. Shilonin used to love drinking chocolatl. When she was little, she would always have several cups every time she came to visit. You were already a big girl by the time I finally... Oh,
Auntie, let's go inside. Traveler, please help me get her into the house.
Be good, Yangu, and don't get in the way.
All right, let's get indoors. Watch your...
Sorry. Nechka's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
Chocolatl?
Oh, don't worry.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happened to read.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model for the rest of us. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Then I would have your parents...
Yeah, and then I would... But eventually...
But why did you...
Because the layout of this place... Let me see...
That's right. But you're all grown up now. That's how Nechka sees Shilonin, too.
Well, yeah,
You said Nechka...
Oh, really? Yeah,
Don't be too hard on the responsibilities.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie.
But that doesn't change. I'm sorry to leave you.
Ooh, why...
Oh, relax. You'll be the one who's busy then. And I'll...
If that day... But now that she's Nechka's illness that night, before we could fit, I joined the fray. I can't remember. She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. Work was busy at... Oh, I was the one who decided to... Oh.
Whoa, hey! She already has the strength to write letters.
Sorry. Phew. I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight?
We'll help. That sounds like a lot to make. And...
You three just need to make...
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat.
Ah, it just occurred to me that Shilonin...
Nah, both are fine with me.
Oh, come on now. Anyway...
Cup of grain fruit.
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I ordered a bunch of ingredients. Come on, Shilonin.
Hey!
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you...
All right.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Shilonin. Yet.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down the cliffs near... No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
Hey! You there!
Oh! Are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
Ingredients? Never mind that now. Those...
Shilonin, we... Whoa, she's already got up to fight the monsters? Let's go up...
Yep. Bring it!
sword comes shadow.
Don't blink!
Letting brave names echo!
Nowhere to hide.
Speed of light!
One with nature. All right, that should be it for the monsters. Oh, it also seems we're in good luck. The good...
Strange. We didn't see any monsters on the way here.
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods all the time. It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to... I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Tlisoli doesn't even forge ancient... If she comes back, Nachka will even be able to find... Nachka's playmates. Strange. I always remember...
Look at that! He has a blaze gem inscription too!
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite this... I'll carry these bags, and you two can...
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day.
That's so weird. Why is everyone we run into today having trouble remembering stuff? Paimon's not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling.
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually start experiencing strange days like this. Let's bring the ingredients.
Time to go. One with wind and cloud. The wind knows me. Come on.
Don't blink!
Sacred name, fortune preserver. Life goes on.
Speed of light!
Qualified after all.
That's everything. On to the next.
Ah, you're finally...
Oh, yeah, we, ran into some...
All right.
Whoa, there's so much...
They were all pretty simple dishes to make.
Paimon will help herself.
Ooh, yeah.
You're...
Of course. I'll have just one.
It's okay. Her body is too weak.
Oh, no. But Paimon thought she'd already recovered.
Injuries caused... But it's okay. Even if she will... The doctor said the doctor also...
Huh?
You know about the web... Well... But the case of Nachka, the books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the... As one example, she's a good kid. But I've always had a... Nachka really...
So you plan on
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago. The delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll
When did you...
Yeah, I know. It was then. Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you? Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. For what's only the shapes and patterns by making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings and the blaze gem inscriptions that can be activated. Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you were That's right. I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past
And the reason they extracting those memories from the ley line? But your plan wouldn't need your blaze gem inscriptions. Well, and the ancient names you're trying to forge will be
A memory bank? Wait.
using other people.
You've seen through my plans, Shilonen. You're as outstanding as ever. I intend to use...
What?
Not at all. Every time... This is the central inscription, which will...
You made all of this yourself?
Yes. You saw it I could collapse tomorrow. Or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still... I've solved the issue of storing memories. But
I've thought you'd...
I considered it, but... It's of no help.
You know the price to pay?
Yes, I do. But as long as otherwise, she won't remember me. When that time comes, she will be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from or where she should go. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name.
Shilonen?
I'm going to completely... I won't make any... Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. I'm sorry it took me...
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts.
Huh? What was that noise?
Nechka must have... Nechka! Don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need any...
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and...
Oh, it's you two. The party's over, I'm... Of course. Everyone in Natlan is rooting for you. Shilonen is working on the last part of your ancient name. Your name is a special case. There were quite a few headaches along the way, which slowed the progress. I told Shilonen if we hurry, we might make it to the feast in time to snag the last round of barbecue. I was just teasing, but she gave it some serious thought, nodded, and really hit the ground running after that.
Sounds like she really wanted that barbecue.
Yeah, it's a favorite in her tribe. I bet she still hasn't realized the feast is already over.
Wait, should we go make some for her then?
I appreciate the thought, but there's no need. I can tell what time it is. The light outside is a dead giveaway. Besides, I knew it was a joke. But we were having a serious conversation at the time, so I decided to give a serious response. Well, anyway, I have something more important.
Wow, it's your ancient name?
Tumaini, a name surfaced from the very bottom of the River of Souls. It means hope.
A light to guide us through the darkness. Like the stars.
Amazing! Does this name come with a cool chant like the others?
Of course, but that'll come later. The Traveler is the first bearer of this name. Those words will emerge naturally during his journey. Once you return triumphant from the battle, I'm sure you will have fully understood why the Lord of the Night chose this name for you.
Well, getting this name turned out to be easier than Paimon was expecting.
It all came down to the Lord of the Night's power. This situation is the first of its kind. Heck, I doubt we'll ever get a chance like this again.
Imagine receiving that much help from the Lord of the Night only for our most trusted engraver to fail.
Well, success was never a question.
Hey, it's not like I...
Okay.
Your name was... We need to make sure the name has a...
An Outlander has never received an ancient name before. I wouldn't be surprised if...
So you're saying it's still too early to celebrate? Well, when it comes to something this important, we can't leave anything to chance.
Oh, don't worry, the process is simple. We can find a quiet place to test it out after dinner. Basically, I need to observe whether your soul can connect to the ley lines, and make sure there are no signs of...
Last time, you essentially barged into the Night Kingdom. But now we must make sure that it will truly accept... Just leave it to me. I'm a professional.
Oh, and you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back.
Huh? It wasn't destroyed.
If forging an ancient name consumed the memories used to create it, the first person to bear the name would never be remembered. The Pilgrim's Chronicle is still the most significant proof of your adventures in that land.
No need to make a fuss. Let's go eat.
Come on, I'll take you to my favorite barbecue place.
Barbecue. See?
Oh, well, I forgot to mention, the place has top-tier alcohol.
Well, what are we waiting for? Hop to it, people!
Is something on your mind, Seawally? You barely had...
I didn't think anything could shake me at this, but the closer we get to the final battle, the more worried I feel. You have an ancient name now, but the Oath of Resurrection only takes effect if you win. And the Pyro Archon's fate is pointing toward death. I believe in you. And thank you. Your words mean a lot.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, is, something wrong?
No, not at all! Seawally just ate too much.
Yes, that's right. So I should really walk it off. Come on, let's run the final...
Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central... You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in... Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not that... It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events. After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then, boom! The forging blueprints came crashing.
Oh no!
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Vec. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a...
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. But it seems more like a library than a work...
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, I also need to consult many ancient texts. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it. In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name. And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible and read through them all. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories about themselves. For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other related stories and information as cross-references. This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit, and this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that matches its essence.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details,
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, They would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch. It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. It doesn't have those kinds of physically tangible effects. Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you. And that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what Auntie once told me. And with this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their future. To put it another way, it's like having a lamp in your hand as you walk through the darkness of night.
Oh, Paimon gets that. If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared and tired quickly. But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And the traveler... Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, traveler. Paimon's always flying. Of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Anyway, this is what Plisoli told me when I was training as and to be honest,
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing. You know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later. Please, wait a moment while I grab my things.
Did you hear a whole section of something collapse in there just now?
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of I kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so come on, let's go disassemble. Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will... Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name, only after we've confirmed that if we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, well...
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the...
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, but since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to...
So, Shilonin, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names, or the other 80% you don't understand?
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I, which is, names are intrinsically valuable. Only by having names can... For example, when I order ore, I would usually say, I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurities. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what... Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, the work would be impossible. Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technique. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect... After all, creating an ancient name is... Well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, giving someone a name is a subjective expression, but giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. to come up with a fitting and accurate nickname requires much thought and observation. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with it. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as...
Paimon isn't trying to
Phew, now I'm curious. Why don't you, come up with one for me?
Are you serious?
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know. Go ahead.
A nickname? Shilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to Smith?
Yeah, not bad. But, you should keep observing. Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing. Watch closely. Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other. There! That should complete the flow.
Amazing, Shilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the, phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. More or less, yeah. I can show them to you when we next find the time. Let me see. Start with anchor 1 and...
Whoa! A super huge... Tlasoli's central inscription is even floating! So are you done checking the inscriptions?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving.
That means we can help Tlasoli and...
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad...
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, what are your thoughts on absorbing memories? I knew you felt the same way, and that'll save me some initial explanation. I've never been very good at that anyway. It's hard to control the absorption of memories, technically speaking, by herself.
Accomplished?
Well, here's from a purely objective standpoint. The bad news is, I believe I've mentioned this before, ancient names operate with the help of the YUB. In this process, if you remove the YUB from the process and don't use any tool, trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river. Yeah, exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will... Now, let's consider the memories that there's no way Auntie would let Nechka plunge into the river of memory, and considering that only Aunt Tlasoli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie, in an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine. And I also believe that there won't be any but Auntie is not a YUB. Her body won't be able to handle...
But how can we solve this problem? No matter...
Names are blessings for the future from I've also made up my mind.
Shilonen.
Yes, here's some research that I've done. Also, the memory. If you attempt after the memory.
I accept. Thank you, Shilonen. Using technology.
Yes, but once this is all.
That's fine.
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nachka control the blaze.
How could I just I've picked out a...
No, it's...
Oh, is Nachka up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like something... Uh-oh. That's not good.
Nachka, don't hurt yourself.
Shilonen, is you're Nachka?
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on...
Hello, Nachka.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it. You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the book that Shilonen brought?
A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it soon after.
Auntie, do you know...
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Oh, it's all my fault.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, right. Nachka probably doesn't know. You're Paimon and Miss... Oh! Seems like everyone knows...
Yeah, Nachka seems to be doing pretty well today, since she's been stuck in...
Take her for a walk, but considering...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the tribe. We won't leave the tribe. Besides, it's her birth. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before?
All right. I also happen to have a... Wait for a moment.
Talk about being prepared.
It doesn't hurt to be...
Oh, you can let me carry these.
Yeah! Okay. Thanks, everyone. And please don't worry. I'll be good.
Let's go look for Igno. I've had her...
Tosoli! Oh, she seems to be...
I hope so. Here.
Oh, I remember that name.
I'm sure she'd love...
My pleasure.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. What?
I would like...
Something shaped like a...
Mm-hmm, noted. Sorry, Nachka. It won't be a surprise.
That's okay.
Found it! Sorry to keep you away. By the way, Nachka, feel free to... Well, I was shocked last...
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she started. She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so she...
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character. According to the story, we should be right around... Tequila prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brothers... The goddess replied... Then, to turn my blood to... Oh, you remembered that whole lot? Paimon finished both books in one, but the ending in the older version... Oh, wait. Nachka hasn't... That's not true. You already...
Hey, what are you...
Huh? Mom. Mr... We were just talking about how the...
Aren't happy and guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
It's pretty good quality. But, you know, for now, let's...
Next, let's visit... Stay close, Nachka.
Yes, Mom.
is just a step on the path to glory.
Why do my eyebrows?
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, E.P.O.
I didn't expect. What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli?
Whoa! Offering a disc.
She was one.
Thank you for your generosity. Come on, Nechka.
Thank you.
Oh, so this. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this?
No, that's all right.
Oh,
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. His drills and small clams are. I always come here to buy things. Oh, do you have any
I have a few.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back?
I don't know much about that kind of scissors.
Well, there are two. Come on, Auntie.
And there goes Shalon and dragging Tlasolia. I won't run off. Paimon. Paimon's favorite? Tequila, of course. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought it. What about you, Nechka? Which can... Oh, the one who was possessed by Quatlique. But never, if it wasn't for his determination, both he... Of course! A story's only interesting if you can really get immersed in it. Hey, Nechka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Rima. Mr. Traveler, can I play the role of... But isn't she the villain? Ah, right. Well, it doesn't matter.
My favorite... Come here, Nechka. Look at...
Mom!
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water.
We've picked something out for Nechka. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he...
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part. Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, she...
Let's talk later. Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real...
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back up. I finished repairing your blaze gem inscription, Chevin. I will...
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss...
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale blaze gem inscription. So you must be one of Auntie...
Oh, Shilonin.
We already know what's going on.
You had me worried there. I thought to be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. The last time Pakal came and asked for why I had been leaving, so
Sure, we could...
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead.
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry very... Really? Then Paimon's gonna take a good look at what they have!
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
Come on, Nechka! We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry, so you can help us pick something out! Mr. Traveler,
Come here, Nechka.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Shilonin, but it's already getting late. We should be heading back now. It'll be Nechka's birthday in a few...
No problem. I'll be sure to...
Mom,
You're getting hot again. You forget to take care... Nechka, I never taught you to lie.
Sorry, Mom. Nechka's looking at us. Paimon feels like something's not right. What should we do?
No, Nechka was having so much fun today that she forgot the time. Let me help carry her home. I'm worried you would also have to recover.
No, it's fine. Let's go, Nechka. It's time to go home. Thank you, everyone, for spending so much time with us. Please be sure to come to Nechka's birthday party. All right. It's nearly...
Oh, Auntie.
I understand. It's very special to receive a book from...
Yeah.
Oh, put it somewhere?
Well, Oh.
What? The majority is about the same, but the one I gave her is the unedited version that was originally published. It was released long before Nechka fell ill.
Oh, but I remember you were never very interested in fairy tales.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nechka's illness is true, so the ending to the original version of To Kill... In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story, then she shouldn't possibly know the ending, right?
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this book? Even if she does remember the ending, what does that prove? Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and read the first edition of the story.
Yeah, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does remember things that have happened in which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe and see if anyone remembers Nechka reading the book. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can just ask Nechka where she'd read it.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that their memories...
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current memories? I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home.
I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart.
I beg your pardon?
Nechka, where did you read that book? Answer me.
Go home, Nechka. Are you disobeying me?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nechka. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nechka. Right here.
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending. Nechka remembers it. I know everything. Shalonen, help me, please. Something's blocking the door.
Get back.
Shalonen, wait for us.
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also be traps.
Whoa. What are all those things on Nechka's walls?
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here. If she's trying to finish that ancient name, there's only one place she could go. Come.
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
All right, let's finish this.
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
Into the wind.
down!
Speed of light! Hey!
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Bring it! Bring it!
All right, let's finish this fast.
Don't blink!
One with nature.
Go.
The wind knows me.
Speed of light!
Burn!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Strike light stone!
With sword comes shadow.
One with nature.
Leave me alone and don't make me the trouble. Let's do this then!
Don't blink! Hey!
The door's closed here too. Where should we go now?
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside. All right, let's keep going!
You got here quick.
Nechka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you all this time, even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over, she will really become my Nechka.
What is she saying? Is she not Nechka?
So you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my Nechka. She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of I'm the one who made her. Don't worry, Nechka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
Then, who's that girl on?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday, I raised her and took care of. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt, is she really my child? How could I be? As I said, I only want, and now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name, if you're not willing... Shilonin, it's no use. It's all thanks to your ideas. After Nechka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate, so...
Don't worry, Nechka.
3.
Mom will always...
2.
Wake up, Nechka.
1!
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechka.
Keep back! Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechka, why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
Telasoli, you're the one who twisted Nechka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you, Nechka, always and forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old births the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the loam. We've known each other a while, but we've never met. You're Nechka? Yes, but I still don't know your name. My name's... Nepeka. It really suits you. Nepeka, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now... Nechka, Shilonen, you saw her too. I felt her hand, those gray shadows.
Have you still not come to your senses?
What senses? She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me.
Enough to the person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechka's condition? When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath, what could they feel but abject pain and sorrow? You absorbed those emotions. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful...
I didn't want things to...
Nechka has... Everything has... You exhausted every... But have you forgotten the true meaning of your own ancient name?
My ancient name is... Undugu.
The immovable love between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka her name, her first blessing. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Nechka is everything to me. Without her, I can't... And as for blessings, but I can't say anything. I can't... Every day, every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too. Who knows?
You think... Auntie... The reason you have a name without a past is nothing but...
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Shilonen, Nechka, Napecha can already stand now, so we made our way over.
Thank you, Paimon, and I'm fine, really.
That's good. If you This isn't the...
But what about Tlasoli?
Oh,